It's that moment in the day when you want to pick up your mandolin and play a great tune. And for me, the key of G is hard to beat. So why not a G tune, folks? I think we're going to do one from Virginia. Uncle Charlie Higgins lived to be 350, I think. He lived a long time. He was healthy and played wonderful fiddle way up in his ripe old years.
We're getting riper all the time.
Well, in the summertime, more ripe maybe. But let's do Fanny Hill, one of Uncle Charlie Higgins' popular tunes that a lot of people play. And we're going to do the first part 3 times, and which is not that different. Some old time players do that, and Uncle Charlie did it in this tune. So.
But you can also play it 2 times through the A part phrase, or 3 or 4 times. So
you can do it a lot of different ways. We're going to do it 3 times. The one, anyway, you'll get the idea when you hear it. So let's get Erynn to back us up. Key of G, Fanny Hill, and it's a great tune. Let's see what happens here. Thank you, Erynn.
What a fine tune. My favorite key of G.
It just kind of falls into place there, which is what we're going to try to do, fall into place and just put that. It's right out of those chord tones, which is wonderful. And thank you, Erynn. So here we go on the first part. Let's look at the chords for a second. Fanny Hill. It's just going to be a G chord and a C chord, G, and then a split measure of D back to G. So for backup, let's just look at nice open chords this time. And I'm just going to do like the 4th string little pick strum and walk up to the 5th fret and get 5 and 2, and maybe you could add that little small slant C. And a D. So that'd be the first part. Walk up to C for the 2nd measure. You could walk back to G and add that little D low bass first part. One more time. Second part goes to a D chord, back to a G, so that's the whole. Not too hard to back up, and you'll hear some people may play that second part going to the D, and you might hear them go back to G. More change, and they might get back to G a little more, but it's kind of nice with that long, the long D there on the second part. So let's go ahead and jump into the melody though. The nice thing to start with on this, let's just look at a G chord, or just start with a G here, and then you're going to go to a D on the 5th fret, 3rd finger, 2nd string, and then that. So let's just start with that a few times. Just try that little warm up. So you got a little small, what I call a small slant G, and just picking G, D, and B, and going back the way you came. And if you go on down, nice thing to know about the 1st string and the 3rd string is just 2 frets different. The E and D string, 3rd fret on the 1st is the same note on the 5th fret. So all we're going to do for the first phrase of this is going to be that G arpeggio would be like this. G, D, B. So try that a few times. Say, can you see? G arpeggio. And all we do for the start of this is add one more note, that E, Okay, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to add a little C note, 3rd fret. So I'll just try that first phrase real slow. 1, 2, 3. And then you got C, B, A, G. I'll do it a few times. 1, 2, 3. One more time. And we're just doing down up picking on the right hand. Then you're going to have a little open A string, and the next phrase is going to be so a nice C phrase. Sounds kind of E minor-y too. So I got the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and the open first, a down up, a little syncopated. Then you're going to have a little wait, and you go 5 on the 2nd, and climb up to that G and the open string. So let's do that phrase a few times. 1, 2, here we go. Wait and up to G, open. Here we go again. One more time now. So you can do down, up, down, up, down, up. So you're waiting, you're missing that. It's kind of like a tick-tock, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So when you miss that down, up, you can miss the down and be back on the up. Kind of keep that tick-tock going with your right hand there, your plectrum hand there. So let's do those 2 phrases together and see what we have there. 1, 2, the 2 starting phrases. 1, 2, go. Okay, and that's going to lead us back to that same first phrase. But you're going to have an open 3rd string. So let's just try that much. 1, 2, go. 3rd fret. Wait. Up to G and open. And the first phrase again, arpeggio. 3, 2, open. Open 3rd string. And our ending phrase is going to be 2 on the 3rd string. 2, 5, and the open 2nd string, or a little finger on the 7. And you could add a little low drone. That's kind of fun. I like to do that. That's the whole first part. So I'm gonna do it slow. Let's just try that little 2, 5, 7, 5 a few times. 1. Timing wise, again, you got a tie note 1 and 2 and 3. So you'd wait. 1, wait. The pick, down, up, down. 2, 5, 7, 5. The whole first part. 1, 2, nice and slow. Wait, up to G. First phrase and the ending phrase. 2, 5, 7, 5. Start again. Wait, up to 3, open. The whole first part. We're going to do it one more time. So I kind of like catching that low G with that, right? So that's the first part. Let's do it one more time. So I did it 3 times there. So it's really, like I say, you're getting that, you're getting practice at doing a tied note where you got to wait and do another up pick, 1 and 2 and. So you syncopated, they call it, when you're stressing the upbeat. Down, up, down. We could try that with the 1st string. You just practice on 1 string, down, up, wait. So we're doing. So you could practice that with 1 string and then 2 strings. So whole first part, one last time, we'll get into the 2nd part, which is pretty fun too. So 1, 2, go. 3, 2, open. And wait, up to the G. 3, 2, open, ending 2, 5, wait, 7, 5, start again, the 2nd time. One more time. 1 and 2 and. Beautiful. I love that. So the second part, we're going to work the first string pretty hard. And I think what I'm going to do, one thing that's really nice about the mandolins, you can shift a little bit with your left hand. And so I'm going to go, you're climbing up to G, open 2, 3, open 3, 5, 3. So I'm going to shift right there. I'm going to go first finger, open 1, 2, and open, and use my first finger on the 3rd fret, a little shift right there. Because I'm going up, I'm making it a little easier myself up to that 7th fret, 7, 5, 3. So let me just do this. It's going to be the first phrase. Shift. I'll do it a few times. First finger, 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Open, shift. Fretwise, open 2, 3, open 3, 5, 3, 7, 5, 3, all down at picking. So you can kind of hear that open note. Then you're going to have open 5, 5, 7, 5, and they put a little flutter, a little hammer and pull off, a little hard on the mandolin. You might just leave that out at first and just do that. Open 5, 5, 7, 5. So I'm going to put those two phrases together at the start of the second part. 1, 2, 3. Shift, first finger. 7, 5, 3. 5, 5, 7, 5. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, go. Okay, and they with the flutter, it's like holding that 5, and you got 5, 7, 5. A little hard. But on the mandolins, little fiddles, easier to do those kind of things. And then we're going to have 3, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 3. So let me just do that a few times. 7, 5, 7, 5, 3, open. And you could shift back there to a regular position, 3rd finger. I kind of like it. I like shifting back and forth. It's just kind of fun to me. Like your fingers get to dance a little bit more when you're playing the tune. So I'd shift my 3rd finger. And that's the whole second part. It's going to have a second ending that takes us back to the first part. And we just do this part with one repeat. So let me do that whole second part the first time through and let you hear it. 1, 2, 3, nice and slow. Shift. Without the flutter. Shift, 3rd finger. Up to G5, 3. Does that again. Shift. Maybe with the flutter. And you're back that first. So the second phrase is, and you're back to that first part. So let me do the second part one more time. And we'll just play the whole thing one last time. And you just have to move slow on these parts that get some shifty. And getting your 3rd finger instead of your little finger. A lot of players will play that with their little finger, but I'm just doing it with your first 3 fingers right now. And you can always work on the little finger too. We'll talk about that sometime soon. So second part one more time, then I'm going to do the whole tune one more time. 1, 2, 3. Shifting. Maybe the first time. Second time. One more time. Second part. Whoops, supposed to be. And then I added so try to make them an ending. So just take the part slow, and any phrase you have trouble with, just repeat it over and over, just like that. Do it over, and you can slide. And you don't have to shift. You got to shift at the very end somewhere. And the shift can happen in a lot of different places, I should mention too. So keep in mind, it doesn't have to be where I shift. You don't have to shift, but if you do shift, you can shift several different places in a phrase. So try it and see what you like the best. But I think you'll find Fanny Hill's a great tune to add to your G repertoire. So enjoy playing your mandolin in G. You can't go wrong there. And check out Uncle Charlie Higgins on some videos when you get a chance. Thanks.